Good morning. Today we are going to be talking about knee pads. Have you ever walked around and you're like, my knee hurts? Or like, you're just like chilling, just doing some workouts, and then all of a sudden you feel like a crack and you're like, fuck, I should have worn some knee pads. Or you're playing Snake, and you don't have anything on for protection, and then you do a knee slide and then you're like, well, that did not work. So I think it's important that we all wear knee pads. So obviously the best knee pads in the game is HYDRA FIT. Here, they're a little bit dirty. I think these are mine. I was gonna say it was Trenton's, but these are the best knee pads out there. Look at how thick these knee pads are. Like, this is the thickness of it on the inside, but then look at this knee pad. I've had HYDRA FIT knee pads since I believe 2018. I'll put a picture. Really blue. Those were the first knee pads that they ever had. They were blue knee pads, and I remember they didn't even have the HYDRA on it. Like, it literally was just blue, and this part was black, maybe, I don't remember. And they were so comfortable, and I had gone to like a USXBL event with my family, and they were there, and JD got me, and he was like, Lauren, and I was just like, hello. And he was like, I need you to try on these knee pads. JD gets everybody. He's just like, come try this on, say less. So I go try on the knee pads, and my family's like, oh, those look really nice, like I really like them. And I was like, these are cool. And guess who was fitting me for the knee pads? And I had no idea who it was. It was Trenton Mason. Yeah, the Trenton Mason was fitting me for my knee pads, and I was just a little girl, a little young woman, and he was like, here, let me help you put those on, baby girl. And I was like, thank you so much, not realizing that's Trenton Mason, right? So anyways, so back in the day we crossed paths, so we didn't know. Anyways, so Trenton Mason, he helped me put my knee pads on, right? And he was like sliding it on. He's like, yeah, you're gonna need a different size. He's like, that one's a little too loose. And so then he put me like a little tighter one, and I was like, ooh, I really like these. And then yeah, so anyways, tried on these knee pads, so great, loved them so much. And then when I got into WNXL Dallas Vibe, we already had these out. So then we started wearing the black knee pads with the gray on it and everything. You can do everything with these knee pads. You can do jumps in the air. You could do jumping jacks. You can go and do some like knee squats. You can go play paintball. You can do so many things with these knee pads. The possibilities are endless. If you think that you're never gonna have some good protected knees, think again. These knee pads will take care of you for the rest of your life. You can be a little old lady and still be wearing these knee pads. Wear knee pads. You can wear these knee pads when you're rollerblading. I wear them when I'm rollerblading because you don't want to get a little skid mark on your little kneecap. But these knee pads take care of you. You can get either knee pads. You can get the originals. For this, I recommend that you have thicker legs for these. And then if you have very skinny bony legs, like really skinny legs, no meat on them at all, I recommend the cutout knee pads because those are just able to really secure on your leg without them falling down. But if you're a thicker leg like me, I suggest these because it won't pinch behind our leg, because we got that extra meat back there. We got those big calf muscles getting in the way. That's what this will take care of. But if you've got big calf muscles, the cutouts are a no-no. So anyways, goodbye. So we are here and we are at Paintball Fit, and I am on field 1 hiding. It is Friday and today will be night ball, but I am bringing out, we have the regular knee pads. So these of course are the ones that are completely solid on the back, as you can see. And now I'm going to show you what the HYDRA 2.0s look like. So these are the cutouts that I was talking to you guys about. So as you can see, it's literally cut out, and it allows your knee to bend and move without feeling any discomfort, and it allows it to stay in place longer. But like I said, on people like me, it's a lot harder for these to stay on compared to these. So I'm gonna put on one looks better. Honestly though, personally, I like these more, but we're just gonna put them on for show. So these are cutouts, and these are in a size large. This is a size large. I got it in large because medium hurts really bad when it's a cutout on me, just because it's too tight. And now we're gonna put on the regulars on the other leg. Regular. All right. Front, obviously, it's exactly the same. It's from the back that there's gonna be a difference. A lid, but then this part, it has the little cutout, but as you can see, it has this little tiny, like, bend in it. So when you're like squatting and stuff, it pinches your leg a little bit. They both serve the exact same function, but obviously it's more personally what you guys prefer and what is more comfortable for you guys. And for me personally, it's the regulars. Squats pretty well. You can move in these very easily. There's no problems at all wearing these knee pads. Literally, you can squat in them. The biggest thing when you're testing out the HYDRA knee pads is that when you are doing this and you're pinching right here, you're making sure that it doesn't hurt and it's not cutting circulation on your legs. If it's cutting circulation, it's too small for your legs. And if you're pinching, if it's moving and there's not a gap right here on this part, that means it's the right size for you. If there was a gap and it kind of looks like this, then it's the wrong size. It means it's too big. But if there's not a gap when you're bending your knee, that means it fits the right way. See? These things don't move at all when you're moving and working out and stuff like that. They stay in place very well. And they don't move at all. They stay perfectly in there. So when you're doing your knee slides and your hips and all of that, they won't move on you, especially if they're the right size. If they move on you, it's because you either got size too large or size too small. So even when you're like this, you switch. See, just stays in place. Especially when you're in like these really hardcore situations. Like these knee pads are gonna keep you in these spots perfectly. Like, they're not gonna move on you. They're gonna make sure that your legs are completely protected. Like, just gonna stay. Stay. They don't move on you in the weirdest spots or positions. They literally just stay in place. And they have to be your size. If they're a size too big, like I said, that's when they won't fit you the right way. But these will stay on you the whole time. And you can get these knee pads at HYDRA online, or when you're here at Paintball Fit, you can come and get your knee pads here. HYDRA FIT.